Let's at least see what's up with this, I guess.
Gods Unchained was one of the very first crypto games that I reviewed on my channel way back in
Try not to
2022.
forget
It's also among my highest
turn
rated,
off the,
receiving a John
volume
score of
after.
44 out of 100. With my biggest complaints being the lack of polish and abundance of confusing crypto mechanics, I didn't think the game had much to offer. But that was over a year ago, and Gods Unchained still exists. More towards adding microtransactions than fixing bugs.
Wait. Are you calling selling packs in a card game microtransactions? Hold up. Wait. He said mostly adding microtransactions, but look, it's all booster packs.
On a regular basis. These updates, however, trend more towards adding microtransactions.
Literally booster packs. These are fucking free booster packs. He's literally showing a picture of free booster packs as he implies that they added a bunch of microtransactions. Brother, come on.
Than fixing bugs. The
That's
most
literally a
noteworthy
booster
of these updates was the much anticipated release of the mobile client for the game. According to one commenter on my previous video, you'll be crying once mobile drops and a quarter of Hearthstone's player base moves over to Gods Unchained on the next bull run. Saving this URL so I can come back in 2027 and laugh. Without spoiling the rest of the video, I can safely say that you are in fact incorrect, and no portion of Hearthstone's player base has moved to Gods Unchained. In another pursuit for popularity, Immutable added Gods
Yeah, I mean, if he's just gonna nutpick and then imply there's microtransactions that aren't even there, we're off to a bad start. I don't know how long I'm gonna make it into this video.
Unchained to the crypto shovelware platform known as the Epic Game Store. Regarding this, another commenter would add, "Dude, you gotta stop. This one's actually just been picked up by Epic Games. Good luck with your attitude, bro. It's kinda sad." Contrary to what you may think, Epic Games themselves had nothing to do with getting Gods Unchained added to the platform.
Yeah, this
And
video is so
no
bad.
indication of Epic's support for crypto. Just about anyone can list a game on the Epic
Not
Games
sure how much
Store,
time I'm gonna waste
and
on
we
this.
already know that from my previous dumpster
Not much,
dives.
probably.
But hey, good luck with your attitude too, bro. I'm sure that your Gods Unchained gameplay channel will finally break that 20 view barrier as long
It's
as you
just
keep
like
up
a
the hard
really
work.
bad. I don't want to call it comedy because it's not funny, but just like he's trying to like roast it, I guess. But it's like there's no humor here. It's like roasting with no humor. You know what I mean? He's just like taking a snotty tone and being like, I don't like this thing. This guy said something dumb. That guy said something dumb. Like, he doesn't have any jokes, though. Like, where's the jokes? Where's the funny? I wouldn't mind this if it was funny, but there's no funny. It's just like bad pot shots at Gods Unchained. I mean, I can criticize Gods Unchained all day. I'm gonna give it like one more minute, and I'm ready to bail on this shit. It's
While
just so
bag
boring.
holders speculated that the Epic Game Store listing would be huge, the data says otherwise.
Like, he's just gonna nutpick comments that say Gods Unchained is gonna take over all of Hearthstone's players, and then he's gonna like go, look, it didn't do that. Wow, huh? How peculiar. It's like, all right. I mean, I agree. It's not gonna be bigger than Hearthstone anytime soon. I fully agree. But yeah, this is pretty unenjoyable.
At the time of the launch in June last year, the player base would jump from 5,400 to 6,400 for about a month. Then it would
I'd rather
quickly
just play
turn
some
course
Sealed than
and
watch much more
decline
of this.
down to just 4,900 players by September. This addition to the Epic Game Store wasn't without
By the way, actually pretty good, right? In the context of on-chain gaming, I mean, the all-time low being 4,900 is pretty good, frankly.
controversy, as within a few months of launch,
And
the
everyone
game
knows Epic Game Store doesn't really fucking matter. Like, if you're a crypto game and you go on, I mean, it matters, but like, it doesn't mean you're about to blow up. It's nice, but it doesn't mean it just means it's more, if anything, it's easier to get your first 100 or first 1,000 players when you're on the Epic Store. Once you get a certain amount of players, then like if there's, 10,000 or even 5,000 daily active players, people are going to be more open to downloading your launcher, basically. But if you're a brand new game that no one's heard of, it's like a lot easier to get them to download you within Epic than to be like, hey, run this executable on your computer. Trust me, bro.
drastically lower than the game's previous peak of 50,000 in 2021. This
You're telling me a
disappointing
crypto game was less popular in 2023 than it was during the peak of the bull run mania in 2021? No way.
90% decline
Wow.
in player base could perhaps even be worse, as a portion of the remaining player base is likely bots. While there's really no way to know the exact number of bots playing the game, it's well known that people use bots to play crypto games to farm
Probably
for the
not a
rewards.
substantial
Because of
percentage of
this,
the player
it would be
base.
naive to assume that there are zero bots in Gods Unchained. But for the sake of analysis, let's just pretend that there are literally 0 bots.
Call it like
and
5%
take
or
all of
something,
these
that's
numbers
fine, yeah.
at face value.
Breakage,
Since
slippage,
2021, the player base has consistently declined month over month until hitting an all-time low of 4,900 unique players per day in September 2023. Sealed mode. This is essentially gambling. Sealed mode is
Oh
a
my
common style of
God.
play across many card games. Digital
Oh my God. Like, trading card games and booster packs are inherently gambling, but sealed mode is what you have a problem with? Like, sealed mode is the problem because you can wager $1, like, as an entry cost or whatever. I mean, a wager isn't even the right word, necessarily. Like, it's not a problem if it's not NFTs. You can just spend money and get no ownership, but if you have ownership, then it becomes gambling. Like, since when is...
or otherwise. Instead of building a deck of cards from your own collection, you purchase a
Like, how is
specified
sealed the
number of
gambling
booster
part?
packs.
Booster packs
Then
are the
you
gambling
build
part.
whatever. While technically there is a way to use a credit card to do this, you'll likely not be able to get it to work. Gods Unchained supports MoonPay to fund your wallet, and there is a minimum purchase amount of $22 worth. However, as I found out in the last
All right, whatever. Play the
those
game.
when you can
I
still
don't care.
make
Yeah,
moves.
it's hard to buy crypto. I know. You're a boomer. I know. It's so hard to set up this dial-up modem. This internet thing's never going to work. There's no way that billions of people around the world are going to figure out how to set up modems and, like, plug in their monitors into their computer. Like, what the hell is a computer? What the hell is an email? Just send me a letter. What's so bad about writing it down? What, you're too lazy to write it down? Like, this is the level of arguments, you know? No one's going to use a modem. I hate computers. Email's dumb. Like, oh my God, it's so hard to buy crypto. Oh man, you know what I mean? It's just the same level of like, all right, see you in 10 years, bro. You're going to eventually have to wake up and not be a boomer about this. Like, it's just like someone who won't learn how to use email. You know, that's the metaphor I give it. It's like, all right, I get it. I get it. We're 11 minutes in now. Play the game.
moves, and other times it
Hey, Ducker, welcome in.
won't glow when you can't make a move. These are just two of the most obvious issues. There are too many more to list. It's almost like the game is fundamentally broken at its core, and every patch introduces more bugs. Other than the obvious lack of polish
that's
and
just true.
abundance of bugs, Gods Unchained still feels tremendously clunky and sluggish to play. There are a lot of unnecessary clicks and
That's not true.
animations that do nothing but waste time.
He doesn't play
For
card
example,
games.
the card Vicious Rend has
He doesn't play card games. If he thinks it's like super clunky to play, but he doesn't play card games. Like, Gods Unchained is actually quite smooth compared to a lot of other card games. In terms of like actually clicking buttons, like extra clicks and stuff. He just doesn't understand how card games work. And that's okay. Not everyone, like, you're either in on card games or you like play one game occasionally. And if you play one game occasionally, you don't know what's, you know what I mean? You either don't play at all or you play one, or you play like all of them, right? But if you play all of them, you know that Gods Unchained isn't like too clunky. Bad hair day? No, just I'm just wearing this for no reason in particular.
the effect of dealing 3 damage to a unit. I would expect to just be able to click and drag the card from my hand to the unit that I wish to target, like how it works in Hearthstone. Instead, you must drag the card onto the field, then wait a second for the animation to play, and then click on your target. Little things like this start to add up.
I mean, maybe you're just like, so here's the thing. He's criticizing it for having a different flow than Hearthstone, but at other times he's going to criticize it for being too similar to Hearthstone. So it's kind of like, which is it? Like, do you want it to be the same as Hearthstone? Like, if you play Gods Unchained for a while, it's a very intuitive flow. There's nothing wrong with like how you have to play the cards. That's not a problem.
Up to a whole lot
Bad
of
critique.
waiting around. Even the board wipe animations take a long time to play.
Some
as you have to
animations are a
sit
bit
and
slow, but
watch
it's like,
each
again,
card get
have you ever played a
destroyed
card game
one by
before?
one. This problem has only been amplified.
You know what
over the
other
past
game had infamous animations issues? Fucking Hearthstone. That card Nose Darmu, whatever, gave players less time per turn, was utterly broken and in the game for years. So it's just like, it's like, oh, you're holding Gods Unchained to this random standard. Like, these are such mild issues. He's just like following a script of criticizing everything one by one, but half of these criticisms are super bland or poorly thought through. It really just feels like he's more focused on having a video with a title and a thumbnail. Like, it's not. It's like I could have had AI generate this script if I just gave it his previous videos. There's like literally zero surprising takes here. Just a bunch of like overly critiquing random things, and then also being salty that crypto exists. It's like, I mean, he has some correct points in here, but it's like a broken clock is right twice a day, you know? It's just not a very high quality video. It's like very boring. It's not very funny, and the critiques are super surface level, and a lot of them are just like, okay, you don't really have a good understanding of like card games, at least digital card games. Okay, we're literally back to a crypto section. So the gameplay section was 3 minutes. 26-minute video. 26-minute video, 3 minutes on gameplay, and like 23 minutes on how John is stressed out that crypto exists. Like, oh my god, bro. What a pointless fucking video. You should have just tweeted, I'm mad that Gods Unchained has crypto.
And you'd never be able to buy a legendary card.
Like, that's it.
Also, the rewards take a week.
Yeah, legendary card costing $5 to $10. Very affordable.
Never be able to buy
this. This is literally a good deal for a very strong legendary. Like, if you play a card game and a strong legendary costs $9, $9.27, that's a reasonable. That's like a mid-budget card. You know what I mean? Like, I know. I just was hoping it would be a more good critique because John has some good takes on some things.
It has a tendency to crash frequently.
This just feels like such a lazy like hit piece just for the sake of it to appease his audience. Like, he's doing it for content. It's just such a surface view. 3 minutes of gameplay in a 26-minute video. The rest of it is him just bitching about crypto. I don't care, man. If you're mad about crypto, good for you. Lots of people are. But, like, I feel like if you make a video about Gods Unchained, the video should be about Gods Unchained. This is just a thinly veiled excuse for you to make what I wouldn't even call are bad jokes, but just, like, whiny statements that have no humor in them about crypto. Oh, crypto, it's hard to buy crypto. On-ramps, we need more on-ramps. Oh, the game is kind of buggy. Animations are slightly slow, but not even as bad as Hearthstone, but we're going to pretend that they're like way worse, even though literally Hearthstone has much bigger animation issues. Look up Nozdormu is in the game for like 5 years, and it was completely broken. Like, I don't even know, like, okay, the token price, who gives a shit, bro? Like, it's okay, you don't like crypto. Like, this video is barely even about Gods Unchained. It's crazy. I'm just disappointed in this video. I think John can do better. I think if his goal is to actually do a good critique or make a video that's like interesting instead of just playing to the absolute lowest common denominator, I think he missed the mark here. I'm disappointed. Honestly, frankly, his previous Gods Unchained video was much better. His previous video, he actually talked about the game and gave reasonable takes. This one is just like really weak criticisms that are mostly an excuse to joke about how bad crypto is. Although, again, I don't even really hear jokes. I just hear, like, this is bad, and that is bad. Like, I don't know, man. Just lame video.